For anyone in networking, the CCIE certification is like the Mount Everest of the industry. But before you can even think about the summit, you have to conquer the first major hurdle, the ENCOR 350 to 401 written exam. What's the secret to not just passing this gateway exam, but mastering it on the first attempt?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? It's pivotal because it's not just a memory test. It forces you to prove you understand the fundamental principles that everything else is built on. I mean, in a landscape where automation and security are changing everything so fast, knowing the theory is just as critical as the hands-on skills.
Exactly. So this ENCOR exam is clearly the foundational pillar. What are the absolute non-negotiables within that foundation that candidates need to focus on?
Well, it all starts with the bedrock, the core networking fundamentals. You can't just gloss over this stuff.
Right. The ENCOR exam heavily emphasizes those fundamentals. We're talking about the anatomy of the network itself, which is crucial for optimization and troubleshooting. This includes a solid understanding of the OSI model, how each layer functions, and the critical role of routing and switching protocols like BGP and OSPF. Proficiency in IPv4 and IPv6 addressing, along with network segmentation and subnetting, are also key components tested.
And you really can't overstate how vital these are. Without a firm grasp of how data flows and how to implement reliable routing, trying to tackle automation or advanced security is like trying to build a skyscraper without a foundation. It's just going to collapse.
Precisely. So, the foundation is clear. But in today's world, security isn't just a feature, it's paramount. How does the ENCOR exam test this increasingly critical aspect of enterprise infrastructure?
It gets deep into it. It's not about just setting up a simple firewall anymore.
Let's talk security then. The ENCOR exam goes beyond basic firewalls, testing a deep understanding of securing both the network perimeter and its core. This includes knowing how VPNs operate, understanding encryption methods like IPsec, SSL, and TLS, and implementing robust protection through access control, authentication, and device hardening. Critically, it assesses your ability to integrate security into network design from the very beginning.
That integration piece is huge. Security is no longer an afterthought. It absolutely needs to be baked into the architecture from day one. The exam tests this because the industry demands it. Honestly, knowing how to secure devices and design with a security-first mindset is what separates a good network engineer from a great one.
Absolutely. Security is woven into the fabric. And speaking of weaving things together, the modern network relies heavily on automation. How does the ENCOR exam address this shift?
It treats it as what it is, a core competency.
Right. We can't discuss modern enterprise networking without automation. The ENCOR exam emphasizes that this is no longer optional. It's a necessity. It tests your understanding of how to implement automation using tools like Ansible, Python, and Cisco's DNA Center for configuration management, monitoring, and troubleshooting. You need to know how to apply these tools to solve real-world networking challenges.
Exactly. The days of logging into every device manually are over. Being proficient with tools like Python and Ansible isn't just a bonus. It's a core skill that both the ENCOR exam and the industry demand. It's all about efficiency, reducing human error, and being able to manage complexity at a scale that was impossible before.
So, if you had to boil it all down for someone listening, what are the key takeaways for acing this exam and really being prepared for a modern networking career?
I'd say it comes down to four things. First, recognize that the ENCOR exam is that critical first step, and it covers your fundamentals, security, and automation. Second, truly master those fundamentals, the OSI model, BGP, OSPF, and IP addressing, because they're the bedrock. Third, treat network security as a day one design principle, not an add-on. And finally, embrace network automation. Don't just learn the theory of tools like Python and Ansible. Learn how to actually apply them to solve problems. That's the whole game.